Hello guys, this is Gabriel Beltres making this quick video. It's going to be awesome. You're going to learn how this internet stuff works, right? This internet thingy that everybody's doing. Not everybody, because if everybody was making it, people would be making more money like we are. But I'm going to show you how this stuff works. I'm sorry if I'm loud. I'm using my little headset here, and I like it, and it's awesome. Look, it glows. It glows green. Besides the point, you guys are here to learn how this internet stuff works and how people make money off of it, and how basically you can also turn a profit on it and actually make money off of it too. But in order to do that, I need you guys to go ahead and close out all distractions, get a pen and a piece of paper or a pencil, whatever the hell. And there's gonna be cursing maybe some throughout the way. That's just who I am. That's how I work. If you get offended, I'm sorry. Not really, but I'm sorry. If you don't get offended, then you're my type of people. But besides the case, I want to teach you guys how this internet stuff works and basically get into it as much as possible. This is going to be video one of a series of videos that's going to explain it to you as much as possible. I want to really get in there and show you guys how this stuff works. Sorry if the video does that stuff right there. I can't control that. But so without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. But like I said, go ahead and get rid of all distractions. Grab a notepad, piece of paper, pen, whatever the case, and pay attention to what I'm about to say so that you could understand and be able to grasp it and go forth and actually do what you want to do and get money on the internet like I'm doing. Um, so yeah, let's get into it, right? Give me one quick second here so I can share my screen. And all right, you guys can still hear me. You can still hear me. Yep. All right. Cool. So there's a lot of things that people do onto the internet, right? There's ways that you can earn your money and do the things that you want to do. And I chose the internet just because it was the easiest, convenient thing that I found, right? I'm, not able to work regular jobs because of my disability, and this provided me to be able to stay at home, take care of the house, take care of kids, animals, whatever the case might be. It provides an outlook for people that are, have to take care of that household and can't really move from it or prefer to stay at home and do that stuff. So that's why I'm presenting this to you guys, and I hope you guys get a lot of value out of it. So let's go ahead and dive into it. When you're thinking about internet marketing, right? There's a lot of ways that people do it that it's wrong, and then there's not necessarily wrong, but it's just not effective. It doesn't work. And there's ways that we do it that is very effective and produces a very good thing. And there's going to be basically three things, right? Three things that you're going to need to actually be able to create an income online, right? And they're not very difficult things to understand. Once you get these three things, you're going to be able to basically roll with it and understand how people make money, and you're going to be able to produce the same success that we're doing, right? So the very first thing that you're going to need, right, is what I like to call a vehicle, right? And what is this vehicle, right? Cool. If I misspell it, I don't care. That just goes ahead to show you don't need to be a brainiac to be an internet marketer. Vehicle, right? This is your system. System. Look at that. Awesome freaking computer writing skills. All right, that's going to be your system, right? Systems. It's basically your product, your system, whatever you're trying to sell, whatever you're trying to offer, whether it's a product, a service, whatever the case may be, is what the customer actually obtains, what they actually have, right? What they actually get for themselves at the end, right? When they purchase from you, whatever service you provide, whatever product it is, it's basically the actual item that the customer gets, right? And there's many of them out there, right? And I'm not going to list them off for obvious reasons. I don't feel like getting sued or anything. But, I have mine, and there's other thousands of others out there, like one, for instance, off the top of my head that I've seen people use, and I've actually used in the past, is Amazon, right? You've seen people put those little Amazon promotions out there where they're actually, putting those little hey, here's a TV at this very super low price. You can get it at this low price when you click on this link right here, right? Those are little promotions like that. That's a product. That's your offer. That's your system, right? And then once you figure out which system you want to roll with, something you believe in. I'm gonna say this right off the bat. You need to believe in the system, right? One, I'm a firm believer you should own whatever you're trying to sell. It just gives a better thing. It gives that honesty, that integrity behind the product, that you actually believe in it and you actually know what it's worth, right? Knowing the worth of your product is freaking golden. It's what separates the good marketers from the bad marketers, right? So owning the products that you're selling is very key, but also believing in the products, knowing the value that they offer, and actually knowing how it's gonna help the customer, not just selling it because I can get a good payout out of it, but knowing how it's gonna affect your customer and how it's gonna help them in the long run, right? Moving on to number 2, right? Did I say this right? Uh, uh, uh. Gonna be your product. Right? It's going to be your product. Number 2 is basically going to be your engine, right? Your driving force. Engine. This is the driving force of your product, right? This is going to be the system that puts it into place. Yeah, I mixed those two up. That's all right. You guys are still following me, and that's great. See, I told you, you don't need to be a brainiac to be able to do this stuff. All right, so the second thing is your engine. Is basically the system that you have in place, basically what is basically going to take your product and put it in front of people, right? It's the process of everything that you do, the process how your business works, the process that gets your product in front of people's eyes, the process that gets them to wherever they need to go so they can make a purchasing decision, right? It's not something hard, it's not something difficult, to do, but this is where most marketers mess up, right? They usually find people and then send them straight to the product, and that's not good, right? Um, One of the things that my business and how I teach my people and how to do stuff right here, this is where you basically want to have something called a landing page, right? Landing page is, I'm sure some of you guys have seen this. It's like you usually go to a page like this and it has a box. You've probably seen it if you're on this list, but you have a box, right? It says blah, 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 headline up here, and then it has a little box right here for you to enter your email, and then a big button that says, continue, right? That's a landing page. This is where most marketers, lose their business and don't create the success that they want to because they don't have a proper system, right? They don't have the proper mentor teaching them the proper system that's actually going to create a profit, right? Because once you have this going for you, right? Once you have this system in place, you're going to be able to basically catch people's attention and be able to continue to deliver, either offers or what I like to call deliver value, right? Create a trust, create a bond with that person, and do stuff correctly. Because it's not so much to kind of get somebody to buy something for you, but you actually want to help somebody. At least I do. I always want to help somebody in the process, which is why I'm making a video like this, pretty much disclosing all my secrets to you. But whatever the case, right? This is called the landing page, and your system, right? This is part of your system, which is going to get people to your end thing right here. This is your product, right? This is going to be your product. This is your end thing where people are going to come. But this landing page does one of two things, right? Not only does it make it simple for people to come in, right? People come in, and once they go see this landing page, they're going to go two different directions, right? There's going to be the people that are going to say, nah, never mind, right? And then from the people that actually put their information in, right, their emails or whatever the case, just like you did, those people are going to be like, you're going to go ahead and store their emails, right? You're going to store their emails here, emails, right? And then they're also going to go straight to the product, right? So not only did you capture their email so you can still stay in contact with them and give them value in every email that you have so that they can actually be able to produce whatever outcome or whatever success that you're actually trying to get them to achieve, like I am for you to create success online. But you get them to see your product as well. But you get to store this information, and what you can do with this information, right, is basically give value, 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 right here, value, 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 and then send them right back to the product. Value, 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 right back to the product. And that's why a good system, that's what a good system needs, right? If you don't have this in your system is already failing, right? So you got to make sure you find a good product, right? Good product, something you want to promote, some service, product, whatever the case you want to promote, and a good system to actually encompass everything and make sure that it's actually worthwhile in doing, right? Once you get those two done, right, the third one is pretty much simple. We kind of covered it, but the last one is your fuel. Fuel. And this fuel is traffic. That's supposed to be an A. Traffic, right? The last one is traffic, and you're probably wondering, where does this traffic go in this scenario? Traffic is people, right here. Your traffic is the driving force of everything. You start sending traffic to your system, right? Your system process right here, and the more traffic you send, the more emails you collect, the more people get sent to your product, the more money you make, right? That's literally the basics of internet marketing. That's how internet marketing works in a nutshell, right? It's not very difficult. It's actually quite simple for people to do. It's just people don't want to take the time to actually appreciate and understand what those things are, right? So you got to find a good product. You have to find a good system that actually can help you, manipulate the traffic that's going through it to actually be able to go to where you want it. Basically set yourself apart from everybody else that's in the rat race trying to make money online, and do it properly so you actually achieve, your goal of success and creating money, right? So that's the product right here. I'm going to go ahead and switch back to my cam real quick. All right, so I gave you guys, hold on, my video, okay. I gave you guys the basics of how you guys can make money online. That's literally the process that I take, the process that I do on a daily basis, right, to create my income online. Stay tuned. I'm going to be sending you guys more videos like showing you how this stuff, we're going to dive more into this, and I'm going to show you how each one works individually and how you can also do it yourself. Right? So go ahead and pay attention to your emails. I'm going to be sending you more emails. The video too should be up in a couple of days. And I'll see you guys on the inside. This has been Gabriel. Take it easy.